Hi everyone, this is Letitia Andrade with Healthy Planet Group, and I'm coming on today with the last part of the series, 4 things you must stop doing to reduce stress in your life. Okay, so I have a question for you. Have you ever known someone that tries their best to keep it all together? Okay, and maybe they respond like I did when I was growing up, and people asked, "How are you?" I said, "I'm fine," right? And everything is, "I'm fine." Well, "I'm fine" means a lot more, right? If we really were going to express our true selves. But they just carry on and just kind of bury down and just kind of hide their true feelings. And then all of a sudden, when they get stressed or something happens, they explode and they project all of these feelings, right? Because they're not in tune with their feelings. And they project all of this stuff typically onto whoever's right in front of them. Right? We can see how that could be damaging for ourselves, right? And also our relationships. Okay? We can call that emotional dumping. We can call it some different things, but really, we do our best in life when we're able to actually identify and really explore our emotions so that when we're under stress, right, that we don't completely lose it. Okay? So, this is number 4 in this series. Okay, so number 4 is bearing emotions. And that is for the 4 things you must stop doing to reduce stress. If you're just tuning in today and you didn't catch the rest of the series, make sure you tune in and go back and look at number 1 in the series, which was lacking boundaries. And there's also a video on number 2 and 3, which is stop saying yes to everyone. Okay. And number 3 is stop feeling every second of every day. Okay. So let's carry on with this one. And there are so many reasons, right, why people bury emotions. It could be part of their family story of how they grew up. Maybe their parents didn't necessarily, talk about, how emotions are okay, whatever they come up as, and, sit with your emotions and really explore your emotions. So you didn't have to go and hide them and bury them. Maybe they felt as if one of the parents or even a sibling was super emotional and they saw how people negatively maybe responded to that. So they said, you know what? I'm not going to be that emotional. I'm going to hide my emotions. I'm not going to tell other people about how I'm really feeling because that causes a lot of stress. Okay? And I can definitely identify with that. I was, you could say I probably played the victim card, not knowingly playing the victim card for a good portion of my life as a people pleaser. And you guys know how much I love the holistic psychologist and all of her wisdom, okay? You can find her on Instagram or Facebook. And she really, right, with her posts and her info, called me out, right? I kind of heard it. People pleasers really are just kind of denying their own feelings and expressing, how they really feel for the comfort of other people. And that's not serving them well, and that's not serving other people well, because when we do not show up as our authentic self and express how we really truly are and the things that matter, we're doing a disservice to ourselves and others, and therefore just having a lot of really maybe convenient or just kind of superficial relationships with people, because people don't really know how we really feel about something. Okay, if you can see how that people pleasing can be really damaging, drop me a 1 down below or put your favorite people pleasing emoji down below. Maybe, right, people didn't want to ruffle feathers. Maybe it was other people in their friends or family circle, and they just wanted to go with the flow. Maybe there was a lot of strong emotions and opinions, right, in the family, and they just wanted to go with the flow, so they just kind of buried these emotions. And we all know that somehow or another, right, we get to be seen and kind of be heard in sometimes helpful and healthy ways, and in sometimes really damaging and unhealthy ways, right? That might be acting out maybe in your social circle or in school or whatever. But what I really want us to kind of think about is we all deserve to be seen, right? But it's actually our primary job to see ourselves, okay? And we need to acknowledge our actual feelings, okay? And have the time to sit with them and really evaluate them before we go and discuss them with other people, right? Because it really matters how we kind of, are really kind of looking at, right, our life, our feelings, these things that kind of come up for ourselves before we go and look for validation, maybe from other people. So a few ideas for us to kind of, reverse this trend of bearing emotions are journaling. Right? You guys know I did a video on Future Self Journal. That's a really awesome practice that actually includes some different questions on really getting in touch with how we feel, how we want to go forward, maybe goals that we have for ourselves. I'm a big fan of deep breathing, right? And so just to kind of refresh, that is deep diaphragmatic belly breath. So that's inhaling, imagining your belly is like a balloon, like, and you're inhaling through your nose, right? And blowing up the balloon, and then you're exhaling and you're pushing it all out through your mouth, okay? And doing that repetitively and slowing it down is super helpful with really getting in tune with how we feel. That can actually transfer to a bit of meditation, right? The breath and the breathing is one particular part, and then you can kind of go into transition into kind of a meditation, which really has the opportunity for us to create space for our feelings and surround them with love. Okay, whatever the feelings are. Maybe it's feelings that come up from when you were a child or a certain part of your life. Maybe it's something you're going through now. And when we surround these feelings with love, we kind of dissolve the fear around that particular feeling. Okay. Another thing is if you're stuck and you're just like, look, I can't even sit still to journal, to kind of, meditate, to really reflect. I had to do this actually earlier. Had a little bit too much coffee and I wasn't ready for this live yet. So one of my favorite things to do when I feel a little stuck is I go out and move my body. So I actually circled the dog around many blocks, and it gives me an opportunity to do a lot of that, the deep breathing and kind of like, have my music on, things that really kind of lift me up. I sing, I'm riding the bike, the dog's happy, it's just fun, and it kind of creates emotion in us, right? When we do any kind of motion. So motion creates emotion. Dance it out, sing, move your body, okay? Taking this time for ourselves will really help us go forward and with more emotional balance and to show up more as our authentic self, because we're really getting aligned with our feelings. And the more you express yourself, okay, the more chances you are to lean into the highest version of yourself. So I hope you guys found value of this short video. Please go back and make sure you saw the other ones as well in this series of 4 things you must stop doing to reduce stress. I wanted to make sure to do this at this time of year, which can be really crazy and chaotic, for us just to kind of check in with ourselves and think about the things we can do to reduce stress in our life that will actually help us lean into being the best version of ourselves physically, mentally and emotionally. So if you liked this video, please drop a value down below. Comment with your favorite part of it, something you might have learned or agree with, or an idea for the other people on this page. I really want to make sure that this is a community of everyone learning together, because I'm really sharing things that I have learned and the things I do, and I absolutely love to hear your ideas too. So thanks so much for tuning in, and have a wonderful day.